Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Are you ready?
Ready? Fight!
It's time for Effingham Hearts football on your home for local sports. 97.9 XFM. Let's go to the sidelines for pregame information.
Good evening, everybody. It's a football Friday night here on 97.9 XFM and 97.9XFM.com. Good evening. I'm Greg Sapp. Dustin White back in the saddle after a week off to go watch the Atlanta Braves get into the playoffs, and they may be not there very long, so I'm glad you got down there and enjoy that while you could, as the Effingham Hearts will be taking on the Mattoon Green Wave. It's homecoming at Mattoon tonight, just as it was homecoming at Effingham last week, and so the Green Wave's getting ready to honor their royalty during the proceedings tonight. JROTC getting ready for the national anthem, so everything's a go, except for the fact that it's kind of cold and windy and rainy.
Yeah, we had quite the change in weather here overnight, and rained all day up here in Coles County for the most part. It's breezy and it's chilly down there, and it's going to be kind of a test of wills on the field, I do believe.
I think you're right. It's going to really be important to protect the football, and the Hearts at times this year have had difficulty with that. So if they can hang on to the football, we'll just see what happens tonight. Hearts have won 2 straight. They have to win out to have a shot at the playoffs for the 10th straight season. Other than that, not much of an assignment. They've won the last 2 weeks, got the overtime win at Salem. Nice performance against Paris last week for homecoming. Tonight it's Effingham at Mattoon, and this is the last road game of the regular season.
Yeah, thankfully, if the weather stays the way it is, I'm glad we won't make that trip to Mount Zion next week. We get to have the Braves at home 2 years in a row. That's always nice. And then Muhammad Seymour coming in to close out the season. And I'll tell you, it's still a tough road to hoe for these Hearts. So even if they can get the win tonight, a lot of work ahead.
That's the classic statement would be play them one at a time, because you lose tonight, all the other stuff doesn't make any difference.
Well, and Mattoon comes into this game 3-3, so the Green Wave's playoff hopes are still quite up in the air too. So they've got a lot to play for themselves.
Exactly right. It ought to be a fun ball game. Effingham at Mattoon, they played in the 80s in the playoffs. Other than that, I don't know of any other time Effingham's played Mattoon in football, and this is the first ever regular season game that I know, which is remarkable, considering the fact that they had different conference setups even before the Mid-State back in the early 50s and back then. But I don't think that they played each other even back then. So this should be the first regular season game that they've ever played against one another, and that's remarkable considering they play each other in every other sport.
Well, and you think about the distances that Effingham's had to travel for non-conference games in the past, and, here's this comparable school, 40, not even 40 minutes north of you, but, conference obligations run both ways, and I don't know much about Mattoon's program, so maybe there just weren't open weeks in the past. Regardless, we're here tonight, and should be a good game.
Looking forward to it. Pre-game sponsor, as always, Josh Doubt at Farmers Insurance. Back with more on the pre-game show in a minute. It's Effingham at Mattoon on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Stop by and see all the new and exciting 2013 Fords in stock now at Northside Ford, or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Well, we talked a lot about this game. I want to mention about next week while we have the opportunity. Next week, the Hearts are home to Mount Zion, and that'll be the last conference game already. Man, this season, football goes so fast. Last conference game next week is the Hearts host Mount Zion. It's also Real Men Wear Pink night. If you were there last year, you know that was a memorable night for a lot of reasons. First of all, the kids came out. They had pink shoelaces. Some of them had other pink accessories on, and it really lent a feeling of excitement. A lot of people had bought shirts and wore pink in the stands, and the officials got into it and into the act, and it just was a great night. And then Effingham staged that wonderful win, breaking Mount Zion's then 28-game unbeaten streak in the Apollo, and it just was such a first-rate night. So it's because of the nature of the schedule this year, with adding teams and the Apollo rolled over and fewer teams. Once again, it's Mount Zion at Effingham, 2 years in a row that Effingham hosts that game, and so I wouldn't mind another game like we had last year against the Braves.
as long as the final score is in Effingham's favor, I've got no problem with an exciting game. I wouldn't mind the blowout either, but with Mount Zion, no matter how tough the season they're having, and they're having an uncharacteristically tough season, blowout just doesn't seem likely. It's usually a good game when these guys meet up for any sport. That pretty much goes down the line. Girls and boys sports, Mount Zion and Effingham is usually a battle.
You betcha. So next week it's going to be a big night. It's playing tonight for a cure tomorrow, the theme of the night. Everybody's asked to deck out in pink to support breast cancer awareness. Real men wear pink, hits the playing field during the football game, and the Hearts players will don pink shoelaces, and they'll have free St. Anthony's colleagues will have free seat cushions to those attending the game while supplies last. Pink hair extensions, pink wristbands, other pink merchandise will be available for purchase at the game, and all that money will go toward breast cancer awareness and education at St. Anthony's and the Women's Wellness Center.
I will have to get that. I'll have to ask you after we're off the air where I can get those pink hair extensions at. I don't want to. I don't want to gum up the broadcast too much. But
I think that'd be a great look for you, Dustin. Holy cow! Look at it rain.
Yeah, it is coming down harder and harder since we took to the air. It went from kind of a light rain to now a downpour. I think that it's fair to call that a downpour. It's hard to tell when you're not out in it, but
not that we're complaining.
As long as I'm sitting in here, that's fine.
All right, Mattoon won the toss. They're going to receive, so that means that Zach Miller is ready to kick off. There's Dustin Levitt. I thought that Zach was going to kick off. There's Dustin Levitt. They're trying to keep the ball dry as long as they can. So it's cold and it's windy. You can see the flags on the uprights, and it's pretty much howling in from the north, and you can see that the rain slanted. This is miserable conditions. Again, it is really going to be important for the Hearts to hang on to the football. So, Dustin Levitt's ready for the kickoff, and you're listening to action on 97.9 WXCF in Effingham. Kick comes to the near side. It's taken at the 18-yard line, and Mattoon runs it, and that player loses his footing and falls down at about the 28-yard line. So the ball was taken at the 18 by Jacob Stevens. He returns it to the 28-yard line, and that's where Mattoon will start this game, at their own 28-yard line. Again, Dustin made a good point. The Hearts have to win if they have a shot at the playoffs. Mattoon loses, they go to 3-4, and then they have no margin for error.
Yeah, they've got Jerseyville coming up. That's their last week. They've got Paris next week and then Jerseyville. Jerseyville's undefeated right now, so nothing's given for them.
Rain really coming down here. Up under center is Jarrett Pilson, the Mattoon quarterback. He's going to throw on first down, and it is complete out on the far side and out to the 40-yard line as Peyton Hartbank makes the grab. Tyler Johnson over there on the stop, and he gets some help over there. He's assisted by Dylan Wolf. Those two, Tyler Johnson, Dylan Wolf, teamed up on the stop. The pass is complete to the 40, so a gain of 12, and that's enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Wave. And they may be a wave if the rain keeps coming like this. There's a handoff up the middle. Boy, the running back gets it to midfield, and then he's taken down by Cody Sennett as the ball was carried there by number 36, Jacob Stevens, one of the running backs, and he gets it to the 49, they're going to call it. So from the 40 to the 49, and again, Cody Sennett on the stop there for the Hearts. So it's 2nd and 1.
A couple big plays for the Green Wave to get things started. Effingham needs to buckle down a little bit as we move to midfield already.
Pilson up under center. In the eye, there's the snap. He's going to throw on 2nd and 1. It's knocked down and almost knocked away. Salcedo got a hand on it. Nice work out there by the Hearts. Andy Salcedo, he knocked that down. Wished he had a little more room. He might have got a pick.
Yeah, and footing probably isn't great down there, so he probably got excited when he saw that ball, lost his balance a little bit. That's too bad. There's a big stop here, a big opportunity.
3rd and 1 here. At Mattoon's 49, they're going to run it. They take it up the gut, and they pull him back, but I wonder whether his initial surge might have been enough to get him the first down. The officials are right at midfield, and I think that's enough for a first down. There's the indication. It is a first down. So Pilson drove forward, the quarterback, and they get just enough for a first down. Tyler Johnson on the stop for the Hearts, so a 1-yard gain, and that's what they needed, and the Wave a new set of downs here at midfield. We're just underway. Again, we're in an enclosed booth. That's why there's no noise in the background other than the noise that I always cause. Pilson works up under center exclusively so far for the Wave. He's a junior. Sends a man in motion, comes from the far side. They fake the pass, and he's going to keep, and nothing. The Hearts stayed home. Good job, and he might not have even gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a little bit of, I assume there was a bit of a trick play on there, either that or a miscommunication in the backfield, one way or the other. After a little bit of scrambling behind the line of scrimmage, Pilsen was able to get up there and probably gained maybe a half a yard, maybe not.
Yeah, about a yard to the 49 of Effingham. So that's a 2nd and 9 situation. Scott Dank in there, Andy Salcedo, Dylan Wolf in on the stop also for Effingham. So 2nd and 9 at the Hearts 49. Pilsen now goes back to the shotgun for the first time of the game. There's the snap, naked backfield. He lost it. He has to fall on it. Is it loose, or did the Hearts come up with that football? Finally, Pilsen does recover it, but for a considerable loss. There's the first miscue of the game. Pilsen recovered it. He fell on it finally. He lost it once, and then finally did fall on it to the 43 of Mattoon. So that's a loss of 8. And all of a sudden, it's 3rd and 17. So the Hearts need a big stop here. There's the snap from the shotgun. Pilsen runs it up the middle. He lost his footing on the M at the middle of the field, and he's taken down by Billy Arndt, and he got some, but not a lot, not nearly enough for a first down. He advances the football to Effingham's 47, so a gain of 10 to the Effingham 47, and that'll bring up a 4th and 7, and I would guess they'll kick, but they don't look like they're going to. They're going to go for it. They figure they're into Effingham territory, and they're going to roll the dice here. So 4th and 7 at Effingham's 47-yard line. Pilsen from the shotgun on 4th down. Oh, he is going to kick, and he does punt it away. The ball hits inside the 10, inside the 5, and they try to down it at the 1, and I think they did. I think they downed it at the 1. Nice work by Mattoon. His momentum carried him into the end zone, but he had downed the football before he went into the end zone, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hearts, but at their 1-yard line. Wow. That's a very effective punt. Pilsen never showed punt until the last second.
I kind of wondered if he wasn't their punter, though. You never know exactly who it's going to be, and that one couldn't have worked out any better for Effingham or for Mattoon. It's a 46-yard punt all the way down to the 1, as you said.
Mitch Hirsch is their kicker, but I guess Mr. Pilsen is their punter, so the Hearts are going to get it 1st and 10 at their 1-yard line. So Nathan Vale, hang on to the football, young man. He goes back into the end zone. There's the handoff. The Hearts are driving forward, and they get near the 5, so they get a little bit away from the goal line. And we're going to have to watch really closely, Dustin, on who comes out of the scrum there to make sure who our ball carrier is here tonight. That was Caden Vaughn. And Caden moves it from the 1 to the 3, so a gain of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 8. 7:45 to go first quarter. Effingham's first possession here, and they start from just outside their goal line. Still driving and diving, and they get it out across the 5, I think, or to the 5 is where the spot is. So it is to the 5. Howell carried that time, Logan Howell. And it is a gain to the 5, so 2 more yards. So that'll bring up a 3rd and about 4. 3rd and about 6.
You're glad to get away from that end zone, but at the same time, 3rd and 6 inside the 5 is not exactly where you want to be.
A punt will be against the wind, by the way. Just file that away here. 3rd down and a long 5 here. Vale from the shotgun. Bad snap. He picks it up. He gets away from the goal line, but they're going to lose yardage on this play. And, in fact, they drive him into the end zone, but they're going to mark his progress at the 2, and now there's a very late flag.
Boy, let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe that's a personal foul against Mattoon. But
here's the indication, and it's against Mattoon.
Oh, boy.
Wow, what a break for the Hearts here.
We'll take it.
That is huge. A penalty, and it's let's get this sorted out. They're going to march it away from the goal line, and that's the bottom line. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's a 15-yard walk-off, and that gets the Hearts well away from the goal line. That's a huge break, as the ball will come from the 2 out to the 17. So there was a loss of 2 on the play, Dustin, but then a 15-yard penalty. The ball's out to the 17-yard line, and the Hearts have a first down. So let's see what happens here. Handoff up the middle, and the guy is still going, and he's out near the 25-yard line. Sorry, it's a little difficult to pick up who the ball carriers are. Zach Wilson was out there leading the blocking, and Vale just kept. Nathan Vale kept that time, and he gains to the 22, so from the 17 to the 22, a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 5 situation. So the Hearts have survived being just outside their goal line to get it to the 22 on a rainy night here at Mattoon. They run it up the middle again. Hal, I guess it is, he's tried to swing it to the far side, and he goes down. They might have lost yardage on that play by the time they settled it down.
Yeah, there wasn't much there around the right edge for Howell, and I don't know how much footing he was able to get turn the corner. It is raining hard here.
Boy, the floodgates have opened up here in Mattoon now. No gain is the call. No gain, ball still at the 22, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 5 now. So 3rd and 5, the indication. 5:33 to go, 3rd and 5, Hearts just outside their 21-yard line. There's the snap from the shotgun. Vale's going to keep. Nathan gets near the 25-yard line. That's not going to be enough for a first down. So to the 25, gain of 3. They needed to get to about the 27 for a first down. So it does bring up 4th down, and the Hearts are going to have to punt it away here. So Zach Miller ready to put a foot into it, and the wind is howling against him here, so this could be a very interesting punt result here. Mattoon sending nobody back deep.
Got to get the snap first. That's the most important thing.
And the Hearts were late getting the player out here. Play clock's down to 7. Let's get rid of it, boys. Good snap. Takes his time. Zach gets it away. And a decent punt anyway, out across the 40, the 45. Let's see where they'll finally spot that football.
And it went out of bounds.
Right at the 39-yard line. So it didn't go quite as far as I'd hoped. So they're going to mark it out across the 40, Dustin, to the 41-yard line. So from the 25 is 25 is the line of scrimmage to the 41, so about a 16-yard punt. So, again, it was against a howling wind, and Mattoon, the beneficiary, they have it 1st and 10 at the Hearts 41. So that's where they start this drive, and a whistle and a late flag, and it's a foul on Mattoon.
That's something we're accustomed to kind of hearing from the other side. Effingham has struggled with the penalties this year, so it's kind of nice to see Mattoon shoot himself in the foot a couple times here early.
It's a 5-yard walk-off back to the 46, so that'll bring up a 1st and 15, and the officials trying to protect the football from the rain as long as they can, so we'll check with the sideline official. It's at the 46-yard line, so a 5-yard walk-off there. All righty, so 4:41 to go, first quarter, no score, Mattoon with the football, and they have it 1st and 15 at Effingham's 46-yard line. There's the handoff. They run it up the middle, and the back gets it inside the 45 for Mattoon. Jeremy Woodyard carried. He is a senior, and he's taken down by Peyton Bushu. And a gain to the 43, so from the 46 to the 43, a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Remember the 5-yard penalty on the start of this drive. So 2nd and 12 for the Wave. Still no score here in the first quarter. Filson working from the shotgun. There's the snap, rolls to the near side. The Hearts are after him. He gets the throw away, and he threw it over the receiver's head out of bounds. And, in fact, Filson jumped right out of his shoe when he had to go up and throw off the wrong foot and lost a shoe. He's good to go now.
Mattoon not being too shy about throwing the ball despite the conditions. They've put the ball in the air 3 times already. The first one was a completion, and Pilson's been a little off the mark with the last 2 tries.
Mattoon's throwing with the wind, remember. That one way over the heads of the receivers. It goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 4:03 to go in the opening quarter, brings up a 3rd and 12 situation. Again, they are at the Hearts 43. Pilson stays in the shotgun here on 3rd and long. Rolling to the near side, looking to throw. Now tucks it in. The Hearts are after him. He is taken down. He's out at the 40-yard line, and they're going to call it the 41, Dustin, a gain of 2, And nice work back there by one of the youngins for the Hearts, Carter Hayes, with a big stop for Effingham. So a 2-yard gain to the 41. That'll make it 4th and 10. And they kicked the last time, and they're going into some crazy formation here. Let's see. I think they're going to kick, but I'm not buying it yet. This is an interesting setup. There's the snap. They are going to kick. The punt's up, and it's short. Got it off the side of his foot, but that may be by design. It's going to go inside the 5, and this one's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I thought that the decision to let that ball roll and bounce towards the end zone was going to be a mistake for a second there. I thought Effingham was maybe going to have to start another drive inside its own 5, but it did keep bouncing and bounding into the end zone, and the Hearts will start at a little more comfortable spot, their own 20.
That's going to look like prime real estate after starting just outside their goal line the last possession. So 3:12 to go in the first quarter. There's no score here at Mattoon. It continues to rain, and the rain just howling and the wind howling from the north. So we'll do our best to keep you up to date. Probably just as well I'm not out in the rain. Get rid of this occasional cough. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 20-yard line, and now that they have a little bit of room to work, let's see what happens. Vail up under center on 1st down. He's going to keep it again. Can't really worry too much about a fumble if you're going to snap and the quarterback's going to carry, and Nate just took it up the middle and gets it out across the 25-yard line. Good gain on 1st down.
Well, I think that's a good point. I think you'll see Vail get his own number called a little more often than you might on a normal night, just for that reason. Any exchange of the football is just another chance for it to hit the ground.
6-yard gain to the 26. That'll bring up a 2nd and 4. 2:48 to go, opening quarter. No score here. Effingham and Mattoon in Mattoon on a rainy Friday night. Vail again up under center. Here's the handoff to the up back. That should be Caden Vaughn, and he gets it out across the 30 and should be enough for a Hearts 1st down. And there is Caden out of the scrum, and it's a gain to the 33-yard line. So from the 26 to the 33, a gain of 7, and Caden picks up a 1st down for the Hearts. First down of the game.
That is Effingham's first down through their offense. They got one by the penalty the last time that bailed them out there deep in their own territory. But yeah, that's the first one by their own doing.
There you go. Vail up under center on 1st and 10, and he keeps, and he gets near the 35. A little bit of a gain. But I tell you what, it is a driving rain now. It's coming straight down, and this is the most enthusiastic rain I've seen the Hearts play in a long time.
It's unfortunate for these Mattoon kids, too, on their homecoming night.
Yeah.
You know, they do a lot of stuff here, and it's going to put a damper on it for sure.
2-yard gain will bring up a 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line. No score. Vail trying to drive the Hearts down the field here. He stays up under center. Hand off to the deep back this time. Logan House still on his feet. He's getting near midfield, and he's still on his feet, and they get him down at near the 47, 48-yard line, and another Effingham 1st down. Went to the deep back that time, Dustin, and it paid off.
Yeah, a lot of good footwork for Logan there, too, which is easier said than done in these conditions. But he kept his footing, sidestepped a couple guys, jumped over another, and got himself a 1st down and a big gain.
To the 47, a gain of 12 for Logan Howell, and a new set of downs for the Hearts here. So Effingham on a roll here, and hopefully they can keep it up. Vail again under center. Here's the handoff. They try to go up the gut, and nothing. They stuffed it pretty much that time. Vail tried to fake that he was going to roll out, but they weren't buying. Arndt, I think. Billy Arndt carried that time, and nothing. And, well, maybe they're going to be generous. Get him a yard to the 48. I appreciate that. So it's 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go here in our first quarter. When you're running the football this much, game goes pretty fast. 45 seconds left in the period. 2nd and 9. Hearts with the ball at their 48. There's the handoff to Hal. Look at him follow. He's blocking and picking his way through there, and he gets it out across midfield into Mattoon territory. Pretty good gain here on 2nd down.
He's done a good job of it, especially the last 2 carries. He's just taken what the blockers give him, kept his feet underneath him, and that's going to be the name of the game tonight, where it's looking like maybe one score might be huge.
5-yard gain from Effingham's 48 to Mattoon's 47. So a 5-yard gain, that'll bring up 3rd and about 5, and this will be the last play of the first quarter if we get it off. 9 or 8. Hearts may just wait for the quarter break now. Now,
Really
even if they'll walk onto the sidelines, that's an indicator.
Yeah, no point in getting in a big hurry to do anything here, so.
All right, so we blew right through that first quarter, keeping the ball on the ground. 1 quarter in the books already. Effingham and Mattoon, no score here at Mattoon on homecoming at Green Wave Land. More to come in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Making someone's day a little brighter or making them smile is as easy as a phone call to K&M Floral Shop or visit them online at knmfloralshop.com. K&M is a proud sponsor of Hearts football. Go Hearts!
All right, we're back at Mattoon getting ready for the second quarter here. Effingham and Mattoon scoreless after a quarter. To keep you up to date on the National League wildcard game, it's 6-3 Cardinals in the 8th or after 8, and the game's being played under protest is what we understand. So who knows? We'll do our best to keep you up to date. So the Hearts 3rd and 4 at Mattoon's 47-yard line. Nathan Vale checks the sidelines. Play clock's down to 8. Nate gets the play. 5-4. Going to get this one off. Yes, there's the snap and the handoffs to Howe. Logan inside the 45, and that's close to a first down. Going to bend a lot on the spot here.
I think with things the way they are, even if he comes up a little short, I think you go ahead and go for this. I really do.
Yep. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get.
And it is going to be 4th and 1. It looks like he did come up just a bit short.
Actually, this spot to the 44, gain of 3, so they're going to need 1, and yeah, they're going to go for it. Vale up under center. Boy, the Hearts have it bunched. This is the big boy offense here. Now Vale went under center. Now he checks the sidelines. He's got plenty of time this time. He's got them lined up in the eye. Vaughn and Howe. Vaughn, there it is, on the quick opener, and he's got the first down. Well, you give that play that up, Nick. Caden's gained a lot of yardage on that play this year.
He's been very effective since he's gotten consistent touches in that up-back position. The same thing Nate McDonald did last year for this offense. It's just added another thing for the defense to think about. I don't think it's any coincidence that Effingham's running game has been better since they started going to that a little bit more.
From the 44 to the 42, a gain of 2. They needed 1. They got 2, and a first down for the Hearts. We're a minute into the second quarter already. If you're just getting your popcorn popped, you're saying, holy cow, what's going on? Well, we're keeping it on the ground here tonight. Hearts giving up the gut and still on his feet. And in near the 30, Hearts get another first down. And Billy Arndt, nice carry to the 30-yard line. Hearts have so many different kids to watch for now on offense. You need to keep your eyes peeled. 12-yard gain for Billy. And the Hearts get another first down.
Yeah, those chains just keep on moving, and that's what we like to see.
10:42 to go, second quarter, no score. Effingham and Mattoon here at Mattoon. Vale up under center, going to keep this time. Good gain near the 25 before they take him down.
He got a little more out of that than I thought he was going to as the ball was snapped. I really thought that maybe there was a fumble or something that didn't look real natural out there, but he pitched forward and probably got 2 or 3 yards out of the deal.
It is just shy of the 25, so from the 30 to just shy of the 25, let's call it a 4-yard gain. And it's 2nd and 6.
More than I thought.
Hearts continue to roll in this scoreless ball game.
That was play number 10 of this drive, by the way.
Vale up under center, lined up in the eye, Vaughn and Howell. They give it to the deep back. Howell went to the middle, now cuts back to the far side. There's a flag thrown, and Howell gets it near the 20-yard line. Now let's see what the flag's about.
Well, anytime you see a running play take that long to happen, usually that increases the chances that there was some holding going on there.
Crack back block, it's just as bad. It's actually only 5 yards, I think. Anyway, bottom line is illegal block, and that will bring that back.
Spoils a good effort from Howell, too, because he had a little hurdle move in there. He had a spin move and had a pretty nice gain. Instead, we're coming back.
And they will spot the football at the 40. So the ball was at the 26, so a 4-yard loss on the play, and then, that's not a 15-yard walk-off, not for that.
Well,
but anyway, it's back to the 40.
He definitely had a gain, so I think it might be.
So it must have been a 15-yard walk-off. I didn't think that particular penalty was a 15-yarder, was my point, so we're back to the 40 regardless. And the Hearts run it up the gut, and they get a lot of that yardage back near the 30 by the time that they finally let Billy Arndt up off the turf. So good run from Bill from the 40 to the 30, got 10 of that yardage back. And so that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. So they got a lot of it back, and now 3rd and 10. You've got some 2 plays here to pick that up. Vale up under center on 3rd and 10 at Mattoon's 30. There's the handoff to the up back. That's Caden Vaughn still on his feet inside the 25. Near the 20. He might have the first down by the time they take him down. Tremendous run by Caden Vaughn.
3 or 4 Mattoon players trying to bring him down. He keeps those feet churning, and that does get him real close to the chains.
There's the signal. First down, Effingham. What a great run by Caden Vaughn. From the 30, he took that football to the 20. 10-yard gain. That's exactly what the Hearts needed, and the Hearts with a new set of downs at Mattoon's 20-yard line. What a nice effort by Caden Vaughn. Vale's going to keep this time. Keeps driving and diving, and he's inside the 15, and the Hearts keep chewing up real estate here. Nice run by Nathan Vale. I remember early in the season we talked with Coach Mack about it on a post-game show. And he says, yeah, Vale can gain yardage on the ground. No worries there. In fact, it's marked inside the 15 at the 14, a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Hearts are inside Mattoon's 15-yard line. Vale stays under center. Deep back Howell this time. Logan up the middle. Nice move, and he's inside the 5-yard line of the new first down new set of downs for the Hearts. Boy, he headed it to the right guard, right tackle side, and then turned it back up the middle. Nice cut to the 5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal for the Hearts at Mattoon's 5-yard line, a gain of 9 on that play, Dustin. And it's 1st and goal just inside the 5-yard line.
This is going to be play number 16 of this drive that started with 3:12 to go in the first quarter. We're under the 8-minute mark here in the second.
Vale, handoff up the middle, and it is in or not to the 1. They're going to say, I don't think he made it in. Aren't the ball carrier for the Hearts. He's carried the ball quite a lot here in the last couple of weeks out of that fullback spot, and it's just shy of the goal line, so give him 4, Dustin. And it's 2nd and goal, just outside the goal line. What a fun drive this has been.
You got a lot of different options now knocking on the door. It's there are 4 different people that you could conceivably see get the ball right here.
Up under center. There's Vale. Handoff. Howell. Logan driving and diving, and he is close. Is he in? Touchdown, Effingham. There's the signal. Touchdown, Hearts. Logan Howell took it in from 1 yard, actually less than 1 yard, and the Hearts have drawn first blood here at Mattoon. The Hearts take a 6-0 lead. The score comes with 7:01 to go in the second quarter.
Given the conditions, maybe drawing first mud would make a little more sense.
Yeah, I absolutely see your point. 7:01 to go, second quarter. Hearts stage just a magnificent drive, and they take a 6-0 lead, again with 7:01 to go in this second quarter. What an effort by Effingham. Dustin's going to have eye-popping stats on that drive here in a minute. We're going to kick. Miller to kick. Vale to hold from Cole Moran's snap. And good snap, good placement. Kick is up, and the kick looks good to me. The officials agree. 7-0 Effingham. 7:01 to go. Second quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Making someone's day a little brighter or making them smile is as easy as a phone call to K&M Floral Shop or visit them online at knmfloralshop.com. K&M is a proud sponsor of Hearts football. Go Hearts!
All right, Dustin gives me the details on that scoring drive. That was crazy. 17 plays, 80 yards. Remember, they'd gotten it at the 20 on the touchback. 8 minutes, 11 seconds on the drive, and the Hearts score on Logan Howell's 1-yard touchdown run. Kick by Miller's good, and the Hearts are up 7-0 here with 7:01 to go, second quarter at Mattoon. Kickoff by Dustin Levitt goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. So let's see whether they want him to kick it again here. They're kicking with the wind. And, yeah, they will bring him back, and they're going to kick it again. Ball went out of bounds, so they'll say kick it again, shove him back a little longer here. So they wave off the penalty. Well, they don't wave it off. They move it back, and so they'll try it from 5 yards farther back. So they'll kick from the 35 now instead of the 40. 7-0 Effingham. 7:01 to go in the second quarter. Boy, this game is flying by. It's 7:30, and we're 5 minutes into the second quarter already.
Well, I'll caution that by saying the last time I broadcast the game was down in Salem, and we were in a similar situation, and we ended up going overtime and still getting home kind of late. So,
Dustin Lovett ready to kick now from the 35, takes his time. There is the boot, and it's a good one. Hammers it end over end. It's taken it about the 20-yard line. And the back for Mattoon cuts to the far side. Spin move. He gets away from a couple of more, and he moves it into Effingham territory before the Hearts finally take him down. Nice return there by Peyton Hartbank. Yeah, nice return.
That's a real nice effort. Took that right about the 20, got it all the way out. Looks like they're going to spot it just across midfield, so a 31-yard return.
That's, he got up a good head of speed, and then that nice spin move really, really helped. And he gets it into Effingham territory. So this is Mattoon's third possession. I think they've had it in Hearts territory all 3 possessions.
That is correct.
And are yet to score, and let's hope that continues as well. So 1st and 10 for the Wave at the Hearts 49-yard line. Pilson back into the shotgun. Jared Pilson, he's going to run it. Takes it up the middle. Boy, had a big hole there. He finally gets taken down near the Hearts 40, maybe even inside the 40. Bill Arndt, who did so much offensively on that last drive, comes up to make the stop here. Ball to the 39. So from the 49 to the 39, a gain of 10, and that is just shy of a first down. They're going to measure. Yeah, they're going to bring the chains out. Unfortunately, I think he has it.
It's hard to tell. We're so far above the field that it's a little tough to get a good look. This Mattoon press box is unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Certainly is big. By the way, Wayne is here videotaping, and the ball's just shy of the first down marker. Yeah, they indicate maybe 3 inches.
maybe not even that much. I guess we'll write down a 9.
There you go. Yeah, 9-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 1.
I don't do fractions in my stat sheet, so
from the 49 to the 39 and a quarter. And it'll be 2nd down for the Wave. 7-0 Hearts, though. That's the big thing. What a beautiful drive they just staged. Nice patience and a variety of ball carriers and no miscues. It was pretty thing to behold. Let's see what happens here. They go to the deep back, and the Hearts are waiting. What a nice effort there as they weren't taking any mess. Good stop by Peyton Bushu. He smelled that out and got in there in a hurry. And was it, I think it was Jacob Stevens that time?
Jacob Stevens, yes. And he had a decent second effort just to get back to the 40.
And lost a yard to the 40. Nice work by Peyton Bushu. Boy, he sniffed that one out well. Somebody jumped for the Hearts, and this is going to be a procedure penalty or a neutral zone violation for the Hearts.
That's unfortunate.
Boy, right after that nice defensive play, Mattoon gets a gift of 5 yards.
And a first down.
Somebody jumped on the line, and it's a 5-yard walk-off Effingham's 35-yard line. Boy, you hate that right after such a nice defensive play. All right, so 1st and 10, and here's the handoff, and that's Stevens again. And he gets a couple inside the 35, and the Hearts do a pretty good job of sniffing it out. Levi Michael got his nose in there on the tackle. Tyler Johnson was in the neighborhood as well. So call it the 33, gain of 2. From the 35 to the 33, a gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8.
Seems like maybe the rain's dying down a bit. Still coming down pretty good, but not quite like it was earlier.
Pilson goes up under center here, hand off to the up back. He gets loose. He's got a good gain, and he's inside the 25-yard line before the Hearts can bring him down. Nice run there. That's a young man I thought we'd see more of, and we might as the game progresses. Mitch Hirsch carried that time for Mattoon, and he got it just inside the 25-yard line. And from the 33 to the 25, a gain of 8. And it is first down for the Wave, just enough for a first down. Inside the Hearts' 25-yard line. Pilson's going to stay up under center, gives it to the up back again. And Hirsch inside the 20 and to the 18-yard line. And the Hearts have to come up and get a quick stop. Travis Durbin makes the stop for the Hearts there. So Travis on the tackle for Effingham to the 18-yard line. From the 25 to the 18, Dustin, and gain of 7, pardon me. And Pilson's going to stay up under center here on 2nd and about 3 or so. Here's the run up the middle. Boy, they had him stopped. He gets loose, and he's in for a touchdown. They had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jacob Stevens got loose, though, and blew it up the middle, and it's a touchdown for Mattoon, and they're back within 7-6. Touchdown run of 18 yards. Wow. That hurts a bunch. They had him stopped, Dustin.
But then once he got into that Effingham secondary, there was nobody home, and it was an easy run and score for him from there.
They're going to kick for the extra point here. Long time on the snap. There it is. Tough time on the placement. They can't get it, and the Hearts knock it down. That's blocked. So they did not ever even get the kick away because of the bad snap. The holder tried to get it set, but he couldn't. And as a result, the kick's no good, and the Hearts maintain the lead. 4:34 to go second quarter. It's Effingham 7, Mattoon 6. Kickoff in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
When it comes to vehicles that get over 30 miles per gallon, we have a lineup the competition just can't touch. At Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham. Shop 24/7 online at danheck.com. Go Hearts!
All right, Mattoon scores. Hearts maintain the lead because Mattoon cannot convert on the extra point try, so it's a 7-6 game. The ball goes through the legs of the Hearts return man. He's still on his feet, and Zach Miller makes something out of nothing, gets it near the 25-yard line. He got run out of bounds. There was also a flag thrown back about where Zach was, so let's see what that's about. And it's a penalty on the Hearts. You had a feeling that that's what it would be. So, a penalty on Effingham. And as a result, the Hearts were not going to be in good shape, and they're going to be in worse shape. Because, again, it happened after Miller had begun his return. So let's see where we mark this puppy off. The flag's right at the 19-yard line. So let's see where this ends up. 10 yards should be the ruling, so it should be the 9-yard line. And that is where it will be. So the penalty occurred at the 19-yard line. 10-yard walk-off for the hold, so it's 1st and 10 for the Hearts at their 9. But that's just 11 yards farther back than when they scored here a minute ago. So let's see what happens here. 4:27 to go in the second quarter. Hearts get a 1st and 10 at their 9. They run it up the middle, and a good gain on first down. Nice work by Levi Michael. He got a run that time. And Levi Michael gets the football out to the 17-yard line. So from the 9 to the 17, good gain. 8 gain, and 2 yards to go for a first down. Hearts lead at 7-6. Vale up under center on this drive so far. Give it to the up back. Caden Vaughn still on his feet and got it out across the 20 and got the first down. Boy, Caden is making something out of nothing on that play. Nice run by the young man. And he gets it to the 21, and that's a first down. 4-yard gain for Vaughn, and the Hearts get a new set of downs. Caden picked his way through the traffic there as he was able to get it out across the 20-yard line for the first down. Vale's going to stay up under center on 1st and 10, and they run it up the middle. There's the pass play instead, and it's caught out there, out across the 40-yard line. Great fake by Vale. Kept the ball hidden on his hip. Great pass out there. It's caught by Zach Blumker. What a nice pass play.
Yeah, that was a well-run route and a perfectly placed ball right over his shoulder. I mean, just everything about that play was well executed.
Nobody was going to catch it except for Blumker to the 43, from the 21 to the 43, a 22-yard pass completion. And the Hearts have a new set of downs, and now they run it up the middle. Vaughn this time, and Caden got some out across the 45 to the 47, a gain of 4. From the 43 to the 47, a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. So the Hearts are moving again here. Lead at 7-6, 3 minutes to go before halftime. Deep back Hal gets it this time, and Logan gets near midfield before they take him down. So a couple of yard gain. Tough going out there on that big block M out there. To the 49, a gain of 2. So that'll make it 3rd and about 4. 3rd and about 4 for the Hearts here. Still some time, Dustin, so 2:40, that's plenty of time to get things taken care of.
As quickly as Mattoon moved the ball down the field, though, I don't know what they would do if the Hearts came up a little short here. It'd be a tough call.
Mattoon jumps, Vale backs up, He got back before the snap, so no flag. Bale now back up under center. There's the handoff. Howell's got it, and he ends up for nothing. He went into the air, leaped over one of his blockers, in fact, and got hit by Mattoon, and I think no gain still at the 49-yard line, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, that hurts. And it looks like the Hearts are going to kick it away here.
Yeah, Zach Miller deep for what appears to be his first punt attempt. Hearts just shy of midfield on their own 47.
7-6 Effingham. We're under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Boy, the Hearts get a good punt away here. You could finally pin Mattoon back. They've had great field position throughout this first half. Taking their time. 3 on the play clock. There's the snap. Here's the kick. Miller, good job, angles it toward the near side, inside the 25, bounces inside the 20, and the Hearts did a good job of pinning Mattoon fairly deep to the 18-yard line. So the line of scrimmage was Mattoon's 49-yard line, and they kicked it to, Effingham was at their 49-yard line. They kick it to the Mattoon 18-yard line, so a 33-yard punt. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Mattoon at their 18 with a minute and a half to go before halftime. Boy, here's where your defense needs to just come up shining for you. Hearts lead at 7-6. Mattoon did not convert after their touchdown, and that's the difference right now. Pilson's going to go up under center here for the Wave on 1st and 10. He looks to throw. Now they hand it off. They run it up the middle, and a decent gain out to about the 25-yard line as Woodyard carried, and he gets it to the 25-yard line, so that's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and 2. So from the 18 to the 25, a gain of 7, and it's 2nd and 3. So Woodyard, as Mattoon's employed a few kids back there carrying the football as well. Pilson stays under center, looking to throw. Throws to the far side, and it's caught out there. It's enough for a first down, and Tyler Johnson comes over to make the catch. It's caught by Ben Veith, and Johnson stayed with him and made the grab to make sure it wasn't a big gain, and he also kept him. Well, they do signal out of bounds. I thought he kept him in bounds.
He fumbled the ball out of bounds, I thought, but maybe he'd already crossed the line by the time that happened.
Pass is complete to the 31 with a run after the catch. A gain of 6, and that's enough for a first down. So 58 seconds to go. This time from the shotgun, they snap it to Pilson. He carries, and he ran it, and he ran over one of the Hearts players, and all that did was blunt his momentum, and then the Hearts finished him off. So that could have been a big gain, and in fact it wasn't much, and now Mattoon calls time. They advance it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line, Dustin, a gain of 6 from the 31 to the 37, and Mattoon calls time. 51 seconds left before halftime. 7-6 Effingham, back in 30. Kenna here on 97.9 XFM.
Want to save money? Then use that Napa Know-How. Effingham Napa Auto Parts store has Max Aerosol Glass Cleaner for $256. Your choice: Seafoam Motor Treatment, Deep Creep Penetrating Lubricant, or Trans Tune for $656. And Valvoline Premium Blue Heavy Duty Diesel Motor Oil for $12.99 a gallon. See your Napa Auto Parts store today for money-saving deals while supplies last. 307 East Fayette in Effingham. Napa also has loaner tools.
Pass play is complete by Mattoon after the timeout. It is complete to Jacob Stevens, and it is complete to the Hearts' 45-yard line. So from the 37 of Mattoon to the 45 of Effingham, that is a pass play of 18 yards, and it's a first down for Mattoon, and we're down to 45 seconds, but again, they're into Effingham territory now. 46, that's a 46, not the 45. My apologies, Dustin. Pilson's going to keep it, and he gets it inside the 40. Taken down by Trent Barnhart, who's in there on the stop, along with Peyton Bushu, and Tyler Johnson helps as well. And the ball from the 46 to the 39, gain of 7, and another Mattoon timeout. So, Kenna, let's break for one spot, 30-second break, back in a minute. 7-6 Effingham here on 97.9 XFM. All right. 40 seconds left here in the first half. It's 7-6 Effingham here at Mattoon on a rainy Friday night, and the rain is increasing in intensity again here. The ball's at Effingham's 39-yard line. It's 2nd and 5, and Mattoon has been having some success moving the football. Pilson from the shotgun on 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line. He rolls to the far side. Looks like he's going to throw. He lets it go, and it is caught and then dropped. Nice defense over there by the Hearts. As nice work by Dirk Levitt to break that pass play up. Boy, he got there just in time, Dustin.
Perfect timing. In fact, he puts a little hit on the man just after the ball arrives and makes sure that nobody's going to catch it. So now we got a 3rd and 5 situation, but that does stop the clock. 34.1 seconds to go.
Jacob Stevens did have to go up over his head trying to get that catch, and he was unsuccessful, and Levitt made sure he didn't, so it stops the clock, as Dustin said. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Here's the snap. Pilson's going to run it. Comes to the near side. He gets away to the 30 and out of bounds, and he has a first down to boot. He runs out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. So it's first down for Mattoon to the just shy of the 30-yard line. And that's enough for a Mattoon first down. Now we're down to 29 seconds. And the ball just outside Effingham's 30-yard line. They've already used 2 of their timeouts, so 1 remaining here. Pilson from the shotgun on 1st and 10. And the coach is talking to the official, and so we've got a break in the action here. He looked up at something on the clock and then came and ran to the official and said, "What's the deal here?" As they talk it over here, they grabbed the official. Well, didn't grab him. That's the wrong thing to do. Can't do that these days. But he did get his attention, and let's see, they're all talking this over, and let's see what this is about. So Troy Johnson, I think, he is the varsity coach for Mattoon, and he got an explanation, so he's satisfied. So whatever it was, he's satisfied. So 1st and 10 at the 30, Hearts jump it. They get back in time. Same situation as what happened on the Hearts drive there a minute ago. Pilson taking his time. Play clock still at 14. 29 seconds left before halftime. Mattoon with the ball just shy of the Effingham 30-yard line. Pilson back to throw. The Hearts have him on the run. Now he turns it up the middle. Let's see if somebody can take him down. And he gets slowed by one player, and then Peyton Bushu takes him down. He does make yardage to about the 27-yard line, but that took a lot of time. And that's the Hearts' benefit from the 30 to the 27, a gain of 3. Was it Barnhart that had him on the run?
Yeah, and that was just enough for the rest of the Hearts defense to be able to converge on him and stop him after just a 3-yard gain.
The Hearts made a decision a couple of weeks ago to go to the mod squad, to go to some of the youngest kids, Barnhart and Peyton Bushu, kids like that, and they've responded pretty well. So that leads to a decision to stop the clock. Let's keep it here since we're so far into the timeout. That should be I think Mattoon.
Yeah, Mattoon used that one. Used the final timeout. 19.8 seconds to go now. Still 27 yards. So that play took a lot of time off the clock for sure. And Effingham really just needs to hold tight on this play here, and I think they'll be in pretty good shape. But can't allow anything to get into the secondary on this one.
It's 2nd and 7. That was a gain of 3 on that play by Pilson. So 2nd and 7 at Effingham's 27-yard line. Hearts lead at 7-6 with 20 seconds to go before halftime. Pilson back to the shotgun, looking to throw. Taking his time, throws it across the middle. Caught inside the 15-yard line and out of bounds. It's a first down for the Wave as the pass completion is to Gunnar Rolling, who's the senior for this Mattoon club. He makes the catch at the 12-yard line. From the 27, it's 12, pardon me, a 15-yard gain. And Mattoon has it 1st and 10 at the Hearts' 12-yard line with 14 seconds to go before halftime.
And the worst thing is he got out of bounds again, got the clock stopped again. That just keeps the Wave able to talk things over a little bit, have a little discussion between plays.
Again, they are out of timeout, so you figure they're going for the end zone here on every play. He's looking. Now he tucks it in. He's going to go on the run. The Hearts keep him in bounds, and he's down at the 5. He does go out of bounds. His momentum took him out of bounds at just inside the 5. So from the 12 to the 4, and he went out of bounds is the indication. So the clock stops with 5.8 seconds. Call it the 4. I guess we can't call it the 4. So it's 2nd and 4, and they can get a first down without a touchdown, but they really don't have any time to mess with that. Down to 5.8 seconds to go. So they're going to kick a field goal.
Yep.
So they're going to kick a field goal. They figure that'll give them the lead. So it'll be from the 12, so a 22-yard field goal. There's the snap. It's high. They get it down. The kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. And Mattoon takes a 9-7 lead as the clock elapses. We're at halftime. Mattoon kicks a 22-yard field goal, and they take the lead for the first time in the game. At the half, it's Mattoon 9, Effingham 7. We have a very busy Compass Advisory Group halftime show. Dustin will give you the stats. I'll recap the scoring. And, of course, we'll check back with Miss Kenna at the studios for scores, and then a whole lot more. It's halftime at Mattoon, so we can take our time on the halftime show tonight. Compass Advisory Group halftime show on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
When it comes to vehicles that get over 30 miles per gallon, we have a lineup the competition just can't touch. At Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, South Route 45 in Effingham. Shop 24/7 online at danheck.com. Go Hearts!
Sure, it's all muscle. He's up over 300 pounds. I tell you what, he could be somebody who does something special. So it was nice to hear from him. He said, I got home for the homecoming game, but we didn't touch base. He's just a fine young man, and got to know him through football these years, and, of course, the track program at Effingham, because he went to state both his sophomore and senior years in track in field events. So nice to hear. So I wanted to pass that along. Good word about Nate Boggs. And while we're talking about alumni, Christian Silva, who played for the Hearts 4 or 5 years ago, was at Milliken, and he is just having a wonderful year. It seems like every week I get a game story from Milliken, which is something I wish I got from a lot more colleges. We've asked, and some oblige. Eastern's good about it. Some of the others, I hear from them. Milliken has been good to let us know information, and Christian Silva's just having a wonderful year for Milliken. Has had an interception almost every game, it seems, and has set up some big scoring drives for Milliken. So just a shout-out to him, as he's doing a good job for the Big Blue.
He was part of some special defenses that the Hearts had, and it's always good to hear about kids that go on and play at the next level and have some success and just get a chance to continue their careers, because that's tough when you're a senior, no matter what the sport, to come to terms with the idea that you never get to set foot on the field again. So anytime you get that opportunity, I just can't imagine turning it down.
Exactly so. Well, again, we're at halftime. It's Mattoon, and it's homecoming, and that's why we have an extended halftime show. Here at the break, it's Mattoon 9, Effingham 7. Back with more from Gainesfield and Mattoon in just a minute here on 97.9 XFM. Really quickly, I want to mention tomorrow the Effingham Marching Hearts. Going to be in action. That's the Panther Marching Band contest at EIU tomorrow. They're on at about 6:45 tomorrow night. So best of success to Brad Wallace and the Marching Hearts. That's coming up tomorrow night. And last week's win, I didn't say anything until after the game was over. Bob Smothers had tried to tell me, but that was the Hearts' 400th football win. Last week's game, so let's get 401 tonight. Kickoff by Mattoon, taken on a hop by Zach Miller. He takes it at the 20, gets out across the 30 near the 35-yard line. Pretty good return, and the Hearts going to have some decent field position to start this second half.
Kind of a low trajectory kick there, bounced up to Miller right there at the 20. He manages to take it out to, looks like they're going to spot it at the 34, so a 14-yard return for Mr. Miller, and decent field position for the Hearts to get going here.
As we start the second half, Mattoon in front of Effingham, 9-7. Again, this is the last road game of the regular season. We're home to Mount Zion next Friday night, and then wrap up the regular season against Mahomet Seymour. If the Hearts win out, then we'll get to do a little playoff football again. That would be 10 straight years the Hearts make the playoffs. Up under center, Nate Bale to start this second half, and he gives the ball to Caden Vaughn, and they were waiting. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but boy, they were waiting. That one didn't work. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, right back up to the line of scrimmage. Mattoon did seem to be kind of expecting to see that, so we'll see what Coach McDonald has in his bag of tricks for this next play.
They had Caden as the only man in the backfield right there. Usually he's the up back, and Howell's sitting back there in that fullback spot. So, again, he's the only man in the backfield. You've got Howell in a slot. He's going to cross, and they give him the handoff. Logan turns it up. There's a decent seam out there, and he gets it out close to the 40, but there's a flag in the Hearts backfield. That's never a good sign. And it is a hold, and it's on the Hearts.
So he gained about 4 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot the spot the foul from, though.
Flag is thrown right at the line of scrimmage, so let's see where we do indeed walk this off. 10 yards for a hold, and they'll do it from the line of scrimmage, so it's back to the 25-yard line. So it's back to the 25, and that'll bring up a second and scads and noodles. Hearts going to have to get it just shy of their 45 to get a first down, and they're just shy of their 25, so second and 20. So second and 20, the ball just shy of the Hearts' 25-yard line. Mattoon in front here, 9-7. We're a minute into the third quarter already. Well, this game has flown by, even with that extended halftime show. Bale up under center, looking to throw. Coming to the near side. There's the pass. It's caught. It's out across the 30, and we get back to about the original line of scrimmage. Carter Hayes makes the grab out here on the near side, and that'll just about get the yardage we lost on the penalty. Ball is spotted just out past the 33-yard line, so a gain of 8, and that'll bring up a third and about 11. Just into the second half, Hearts trail by 2 points. Field goal will do that for you. So third and 11. Bale up under center. They're in the eye. He's rolling out, going to the far side, wanting to throw, gets it gone, and it is almost picked, and then it falls incomplete. Ball falls incomplete. It almost never got to the intended receiver, Zach Plumker, because it was almost picked by Mattoon. It falls incomplete. That's the best thing the Hearts could have hoped for there.
Yeah, that Mattoon linebacker was watching Vale's eyes the entire way, knew exactly what was going to happen there, and Effingham fortunate that the pass falling incomplete is the worst that turned out. So now we're going to have a punt from Effingham's own 34.
So 4th and 11. Zach Miller is going to be back about the 25 when he gets a foot on this one. So the Hearts 3 and out here to start the second half. Good snap, takes his time. There's the kick. It is not deep. It's into Mattoon territory at least. And by the time it gets done rolling, it'll get inside Mattoon's 30-yard line. So all's well that ends well there. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wave, just shy of their 30-yard line. So all things considered, Dustin, not so bad.
Yeah, it turns into a 37-yard punt for Zach. That actually was kind of close to being blocked. There was definitely a man back there challenging the kick. It didn't have a lot underneath it, but it's got a good roll. And like you said, it's where it ends up, not how it got there.
So 1st and 10 for Mattoon at their 29. They lead Effingham 9-7. Pilson with a pitch. They're coming into the near side, and he's got a big opening, big hole. He's still near midfield, still in the Hearts territory, still on his feet. They finally run him out at about Effingham's 45-yard line. Nice run by Jacob Stevens as he gets it to the 44, is that right? 44 of Effingham. Holy cow. From Mattoon's 29, that's 21 to midfield, and then 6 more, 27 yards to Effingham's 44-yard line. Wow, what a run. And then the Hearts stuffed the next play. They tried to give it off to Hirsch, and the Hearts stuffed it. They tried to run it up the middle. Tyler Johnson got over there, and who's a little slow getting up out there? That Billy Arndt? Nope, it's Scott Dink. So to the 45, actually a loss of a yard on that play. So nice job by the Hearts there. After the big gain by Stevens, they stuff Hirsch, and that'll be 2nd and 11.
Hirsch had 2 carries for 8 and 7 yards in the first half, so a little bit different result here after the break on his first attempt.
Pilson back to the shotgun, low snap, and he gets it, and he heads it up the middle, and the Hearts are home, and he gets back to about the 40. Dustin Levitt in on the stop, and who else is out there? I guess Levitt gets the solo stop as they run it up the gut. Pilson to the 40, so a gain of 5. So it's 3rd and still about 5 yards to go for a first down.
And that split second that it takes for him to corral that low snap is the difference between, a big gain and just, getting those 4 or 5 yards. That really has a big effect on the flow of a play.
At the Hearts 40, Pilson wants to throw. Comes to the near side. He lets it go, and it's caught, and it's inside the 30, and that's enough for a first down. Boy, he had just enough time. Salcedo ran him out of bounds, but not before Cody Morris made the catch. So Cody Morris, number 1 in your Hearts, at least number 1 on the roster, makes the catch. First down to Effingham's 27-yard line, a 13-yard pass play, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Green Wave. Green Wave, longtime members of the Big 12, now member of the Apollo. So this is a conference battle between these two. And they're both 2-1 in the conference, you might remember. Snap from the shotgun to Pilsen, throws on the right, and he throws it incomplete. He rolled to the far side. Boy, he got hit a lick or lost his footing, one or the other. Tyler Johnson got there. Did he just go down on his own?
No, Tyler Johnson hammered him for sure. I mean, it was a clean play. There's no flag on the field, but Tyler cleaned him up as soon as he threw the football, and Jared Pilsen a little slow to get up for sure.
He is checking his hand, and that's never a good thing if you're the quarterback. But he appears to be getting the pieces put back together. And the pass went incomplete, stopped the clock with 8:31 to go in the third quarter, brings up a 2nd and 10. Mattoon still at the Effingham 27-yard line. Pilsen's going to move up under center here on this play. And takes his time, and there's the snap. They pitch the ball. They go to the right side, and the Hearts stuff it pretty well near the 25 before they finally take him down. Dirk Levitt's over there on the stop. And Jacob Stevens carries to the 25-yard line from the 27 to the 25, a gain of 2, and Levitt on the stop for the Hearts. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Big play here. You know they're probably going to, they're in 4-down territory for sure, so you want to make this a challenging 4th down for them. You don't want to give up 4 or 5 yards on this play, or more, obviously.
So let's see what happens. Yeah, we told you that the Hearts have some new kids out there in the secondary, so they're going to be tested here right now. And there's a whistle, and does Mattoon call time? Mattoon calls timeout. They couldn't get a play off in time, so they call time. 7:49 to go in the third quarter. See if that one comes back to haunt them later. But they're in a position where they might get a score. 7:49 to go third quarter. It's Mattoon 9, Effingham 7. Kenna back in 30 seconds, please, on 97.9 XFM. Well, Mattoon called time, and that's going to give them an opportunity to weigh their options here. It's 3rd and 8 for the Wave at Effingham's 25-yard line. And Mattoon leading 9-7, so obviously this is a huge moment in this football game. Pilsen's going to go up under center on 3rd and 8 at Effingham's 25-yard line. There's the snap. They fake the handoff. They roll to the near side. Here's the pass, and it is caught inside the 20 to the 15 to the 13-yard line. And they once again come up with a big pass completion when they have to, as Mitch Hirsch made the catch. Tyler Johnson came over and got the tackle. 44 tackled 44. Hirsch gets it to the 13-yard line. From the 25 to the 13, a 12-yard gain and a new set of downs for Mattoon.
That's 6 different receivers that Pilsen's completed 6 passes to.
Boy, that is huge. Big 3rd down conversion. They give the ball to Johnson, and he's up the middle, and he's inside the 5. And it's going to be very close to a 1st down. Jacob Stevens advances the football to the 2, and that should be enough for a 1st down. From the 13 to the 2, a gain of 11, and that's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for Mattoon, and they do the hurry-up offense, and they run it in, and Pilsen scores, and Mattoon touchdown. They used the hurry-up offense. They had barely gotten Stevens back to the line of scrimmage. Pilsen took the snap, and he took it in from 2 yards out. They say 3 on the board, but I was watching, and it was 2. And it's a touchdown for Mattoon regardless. And Mattoon extends their lead. It's 15-7 Green Wave. The score comes with 7:13 to go in the third quarter. So it says 3 on the... There you go. Now they got it 2. Now they agree. So with 7:13 to go in the third quarter, Mattoon scores. Here's the extra point try. The kick is up, and it is good. Line drive just over the crossbar. Mattoon has extended their lead to 16-7. The score comes with 7:13 to go in the third quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Got aches and pains from those football games? Stop by Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy and see what we can do for you. Ask one of our pharmacists about the products that can get you back into game shape. Locally owned and conveniently located at 805 West Fayette. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Call Tingley Insurance today in Effingham at 217-342-3637.
All right, we're back at Mattoon. They had a kickoff, and it's called back, and we'll re-kick here. Turned out to be a 9-play, 71-yard drive, 2:50 off the clock. And the score came with 7:13 to go in the third quarter, a 2-yard touchdown run by Mattoon quarterback Jared Pilson, although it was set up by the good run by Stevens just ahead of that. And the kick was good, and Mattoon's extended their lead to 16-7. So Dustin, what worries me is Mattoon scored the last 16 points in this game.
Yeah, they definitely have all the momentum going, even though that kind of began before halftime. You kind of wonder if that can really carry over, especially over such a long halftime, but it seemed to have no ill effects. Converting third downs, the rollout passes were killers. Mattoon just looks really efficient on offense the last 2 or 3 possessions.
So this kickoff from the 35, Zach Miller takes it at the Hearts 25 to the 30, and still on his feet and out near the 34-yard line before they wrestle him out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Effingham. And let's see how this set of downs goes. 1st and 10 at the 33. So he took it at the 25, about an 8-yard return on that kickoff. Good coverage by Mattoon. The Hearts have it 1st and 10 at their 33-yard line. The Hearts are really young in the secondary tonight. I didn't dwell on it much, but a couple of kids that have been playing back there aren't available tonight. And, boy, that puts a lot of pressure on the youngins that have to fill in for them.
On those rollout passes where they take a little while to develop, I mean, usually the longer a secondary player has to try to keep up with the receiver, the worse off he is, and we kind of saw that in play that last possession.
Bale from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Hearts at their 33, and Nathan decides to run and gets about a yard. Boy, everybody was covered up. Nice job by the Mattoon secondary there. He had no one to throw to, and so he had to tuck it in.
And even once he decided to take off with it, he couldn't get very far past the line of scrimmage before he was wrapped up. I mean, that's barely a yard, if anything, there.
Yep, about a half a yard is all she wrote there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the Hearts just shy of their 34-yard line and 2nd down. Bale back to the shotgun. Hal lined up alongside him. There's the handoff. Logan a good run. He's close to a 1st down. Dives it near the 45-yard line. Nice job. Close to a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 43, and that should be enough. They're going to eyeball it. Let's see if they measure or whether they call 2nd down. I think they called 2nd down. 3rd down, pardon me. Just shy to the 43, so from the 33 to the 43, or almost 10 yards. So 3rd down and less than a yard to go. Let's see what happens. They've got the up back. There it is, and he's got the 1st down. I think it's Billy Arndt, and he's close to midfield, and it's a 1st down for Effingham. So Billy to the 49. So from the 43 to the 49, a gain of 6, and that's enough for a Hearts 1st down. So that's nice to see. Bouncing back after that last score.
Because this really is a possession where you kind of feel like you need to get something on the board.
5:50 to go in the third quarter. Caden Vaughn picking his way into Mattoon territory. Now they drive him back. But a decent gain on 1st down. From Effingham's 49 to Mattoon's 48, a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd and 7. So a 3-yard gain to the 48, and it's 2nd and 7. It's now 16-7 Mattoon. They scored the last 16 points in this ball game. Dale's going to set up in the shotgun with Hal alongside. There's the handoff to Hal. They come to the near side. Good blocking out there. Good block. Kai Harmon, nice block, and he's well into Mattoon territory, inside the 40 before they took him down. Good job by the right side of that Hearts line that time. Kai Harmon, boy, he was hurt for a few weeks and been back the last couple of weeks, and nice job there, helping lead the blocking. They'll score it at the 36-yard line. So from the 48 to the 36, a gain of 12, and that's enough for a 1st down for Effingham. Bale stays in the shotgun. Going to keep it himself. Going to the far side. Lost his footing. Got back on an even keel and gets it inside the 35, close to the 30, before they take him down. They'll mark it at the 32-yard line. Gain of 4, 36 to the 32. Brings up a 2nd and 6. So the Hearts are driving again. They're down 16-7, but that's not insurmountable. 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Bale goes up under center here on 2nd and about 6. There's the handoff, the quick opener, and heading up the middle. That is, I think, Billy Arndt. And he's inside the 20 to the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Hearts. So Arndt, big head of steam from the 32 to the 20, a gain of 12, and the Hearts get another 1st down.
Yeah, that's 3 this possession.
So they're driving. 4.5 to go third quarter. Vale up under center on first down. They hand it right back to Hart. And Billy says, I'll go get some more, and he gets it near the 15-yard line before they take him down. Let's see where the spot of this one is. I was a little ambitious to the 18. So from the 20 to the 18, a gain of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 8 as Bill Arndt gets 2 more yards. So 2nd and 8 at Mattoon's 18-yard line. Boy, it'd be huge to score here.
Might not be a bad time to put the ball in the air.
From the shotgun, Vale's going to, boy, he's got nobody out there, so it must be going to throw to a back if they do. He's going to run. Takes it to the far side. He dives and gets it close to the 15-yard line. Heck of an effort by Vale, making something out of nothing there. They had that bunched offense. They had nobody split either way, and they were obviously going to run the football. They get it to the 15, a gain of 3, Dustin.
Yeah, I just think situationally, you're in this position where you still would have had 2 more plays to try and pick up that yardage if you didn't get it. You haven't thrown the ball much. Might not be a bad spot, but they've got everyone in the backfield again.
Up under center at the 15, Caden Vaughn, the up back, gets it near the 10. They drive him back now, but his initial penetration, the ball comes loose. Mattoon says they have it, but they don't. The ball was, no, they do say that Mattoon comes up with a football. Well, Vaughn had a good game going till near the 10. The ball came loose, and Mattoon recovers the fumble. So the Green Wave come up with the loose football, and that stalls the Hearts' drive. It'll be marked at Mattoon's 13-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Green Wave. Wow, that is huge. That is huge. First turnover in the game. Pilson up under center for Mattoon on first down. They give it to Stevens, and he's on a roll, and he gets out near the 20 before they bulldog him down. Bill Arndt right back out there on defense, playing both ways, and Travis Durbin helped out on Andy Salcedo helped out on the stop for the Hearts.
I'm kind of surprised that Caden's forward momentum hadn't already been ruled dead by the time that ball came out, but hard to second guess in a high school game.
13 to the 20, so Stevens gets 7, and here he goes again. To the far side, one man thought he had him. Cody Sennett finally took him down, but not till he gets out to the 35-yard line. Cody Sennett had to come up and make the stop. So a tackle for Cody Sennett from the 20 to the 35, a 15-yard gallop for Stevens, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Wave.
Stevens got 91 yards on 9 carries now. He's broken off some really big ones for the Green Wave.
2.5 to go, third quarter. Mattoon in front of Effingham, 16-7 now. Mattoon scored the last 16 points in the game. Pilson up under center here on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. It's Stevens again, and he comes to the near side. Look at the room he's got into Effingham territory inside the 45 before Sennett comes over with some help from Dylan Wolf and makes the stop. Again, the Hearts see Mattoon get a big gain. Stevens all the way from his 35 to Effingham's 42-yard line. So 23-yard gain there for Stevens to Effingham's 42-yard line. And now you're starting to see all that running take its toll because the defense for the Hearts out there a lot here in this second half so far. Pilson up under center on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Hand off to the up back that time, and he gets it inside the 40 near the 37-yard line. Woodyard, the ball carrier for Mattoon. Peyton Bushu gets in there and makes the stop for Effingham. They'll, once they wipe it off, mark it at the 38-yard line. So from the 42 to the 38, a gain of 4, it'll be 2nd and 6. Minute 28 to go in the third quarter in this football game. Pilson up under center. There's the snap. There's Stevens with a handoff. He bumped off one of his own defenders. There are flags everywhere. He is taken down. Tyler Johnson came up and made the stop on Stevens. But let's see about the penalties because the flags came well earlier in that play. Let's see what was called. It's a hold, and it's on Mattoon. So that's good for the Hearts. 10-yard walk-off. So they will take the football, back to the 31-yard line. So back to the, not 31, 49-yard line. So they'd gotten it to the 39, Dustin, so actually they lost a yard on the play. and then a 10-yard walk-off for the hold, and it's back to Effingham's 49-yard line. So that helped. So Pilsen up under center on 2nd and 16. There's the snap. He's a pitch play. Out here to Stevens, bringing it to the near side. The Hearts are after him. Salcedo dives, but he came up empty. He finally ran out of bounds. Wolf got over there to help make sure he did. Stevens, though, gets the football to the 39-yard line. So from the 49 to the 39, a gain of 10, but they still needed like 17 yards. So it is 3rd and 7 for the Wave. And here's another one of those third down plays, Dustin.
Yeah, these were killers the last couple drives. It's a big spot for the Hearts here. They need to get the stop.
Up under center, Pilsen on 3rd and 7 from Effingham's 39. He rolls back to pass. There's the throw. He dives for it. Is the catch good? The official says yes, but it is shy of a first down. It is caught to the 33 of Effingham, but that's not enough for a first down. Cody Morris made the catch, and it is from the 39 to the 33, Dustin, a 6-yard completion, and that's about a yard shy of a first down. So it's 4th and 1 for the Wave at Effingham's 33-yard line.
They're going to measure it after all.
Well, they're a yard short, but I guess they will.
The unfortunate thing about this is that it gives Mattoon a chance to figure out exactly how it wants to go at this, but on the other end, it gives Effingham a chance to figure out how they think Mattoon's going to play it and plan out how they're going to defend it.
So, you take this measurement, you have time to talk things over and not have to burn a timeout? That's clever. That's just being smart. It is way short of a first down. So it's 4th down. If you saw the chain gang on the other side of the field, you knew it was clearly short, but they went in and measured anyway. So it's still 4th down. And still about a yard to go. And the ball is at the 31-yard. They said the 31. It's actually at the 33 of the Hearts. So the chain gang will relocate to the far side of the field. Ball is right at the 33 of Effingham. So 4th and 1 at Effingham's 33-yard line.
Pivotal moment here.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Mattoon already in front, 16-7. Well, that fumble on the last trip for Effingham was huge. If they can get a stop here, though, they're still right in it. Pilsen's going to go up under center. Ball's at the 33 of Effingham on 4th and 1. Try to get the Hearts to jump, and they don't. And now Pilsen will check the sideline. So they tried to get the Hearts to jump, but the Hearts wouldn't bite. So Pilsen, now Mattoon jumped. So that's going to be big. Procedure penalty on the Green Wave. So they tried to get the Hearts to jump, and they wouldn't, but then Mattoon got a little antsy.
Yeah, faked themselves out. Goes from a 4th and 1 to a 4th and 6. Really a break for Effingham, but the way Jacob Stevens has been running the football, I'm not going to count any play as being in Effingham's favor until it's said and done. That young man has been running the ball very well in the second half.
True enough. Well, that ends the third quarter. In the meantime, they wound up the clock after the measurement and the penalty, and that ends the third quarter. We're ready for the fourth quarter already in this one on 97.9 XFM, WXCF in Effingham. After 3, it's Mattoon 16, Effingham 7. Fourth quarter on the way. Just a minute, Kenneth.
Got aches and pains from those football games? Stop by Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy and see what we can do for you. Ask one of our pharmacists about the products that can get you back into game shape. Locally owned and conveniently located at 805 West Fayette. Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
All righty, here we go. 4th and 6, and Mattoon is going to go for it. And now somebody else jumped. If it's Effingham, it'll still be 4th down. It is a procedure penalty against Mattoon again. 5 more yards, so that's going to knock it back, and it's going to be 4th and 11.
A little bit of a self-destruction for the Mattoon offense here. They went from a really favorable situation to an incredibly tough one, and now you kind of wonder.
They're going to go for it regardless because it's still good field position, but this might, I don't know. They might punt now this far back. Let's see. Pilsen's in the shotgun. He's going to throw instead of kick. No, he does kick. He rolled to the near side, and then he did kick. I wondered after those 2 penalties and they're going to pin the Hearts back deep right about inside the 5-yard line. But the way I'm looking at it now, Hearts get the football back, and Mattoon didn't score. And if you're down 16-7 in the fourth quarter, that's how you have to approach that. As long as you have the football, you have a shot at scoring some points.
I just wondered if they wouldn't ask Pilson to punt there, because he already showed once that he's got the ability to put it right where he wants it there inside the 10. He just did it again. So, yeah, not a great position for Effingham, but better than still being on defense.
And it's 1st and 10 for Effingham at their 4. Well, they had it at their goal line earlier, and that turned out to be a pretty good drive. They got it at their 20, and that's when they scored. So the Hearts have moved the football tonight. That hasn't been the problem. So 1st and 10 for Effingham at their 4, trailing 16-7 with 11:48 left in this one. Vale from the shotgun tried to get it away, and he did. And there's a gain out near the 10-yard line. Hayden Vaughn carried out near the 10-yard line. Well, maybe I'm a little ambitious. Call it the 8. From the 4 to the 8, a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. So the football out at the 8-yard line. I'm watching the sideline official, and I'm not sure whether everybody is, but I am, and he has it at the 8. Was that kind enough? Trying to be diplomatic.
Yeah, that was incredibly diplomatic.
Thank you. All right, so the ball's at the 8. 2nd and 6. Shotgun again for Vale. He's going to bring it himself this time. Stay on your feet, Nate. Gets it out across the 10. A good gain on 2nd down. And let's see where the spot is to the 13-yard line. So from the 8 to the 13, gain of 5 more, so it'll be 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and about 2 for the Hearts here at their 13-yard line. Boy, need a first down right here. It would be tough if you don't convert here. Vale up under center. There's the snap. They gave it to the up back, and he's driving and diving, and I think he has enough for a first down. It's going to be really close, but I think they got it. Who finally got peeled off the pile down there, or off the turf?
I think we're still waiting.
It's Caden Vaughn. There he is. Now, the officials got it at the 14, which I don't think is enough.
Nope. They're
got half a yard shy.
Showing 4th down on the sideline.
So gain of 1, and it's 4th and less than a yard. Ball just shy of the Effingham 15-yard line. Got to convert here. 10 minutes left. You're down 16-7. Vale's going back to the shotgun here on 4th and short. Wow. Mattoon jumps. They don't jump far enough. Vale is going to go over to the sidelines and check it out here. And let's see what's going on here. The play clock hasn't started. And eventually, we've got a timeout. Mattoon. No, the Hearts called time. Effingham calls timeout. 9:45 to go in this one. It's Mattoon 16, Effingham 7. Hearts timeout. Back in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Go Hearts, go! Go Hearts, go! Go Hearts, go! Andy's Health Mart Pharmacy, built on trust and family.
Well, Hearts do some big boy playing there, and Nathan Vale just drove it forward, and he got the first down. So the Hearts deep in their own territory on 4th and very short, went for it, and they converted. Ball is at the 17-yard line, a gain of 3, and they only needed 1. First down for the Hearts. Boy, that is huge. So Vale from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Going to throw. He's got a man there. Caden Vaughn. Oh, he had it. He caught it. He had it. He dropped it. He tried to turn around. It was in his hands and just fell off. Holy cow.
He was so close to catching that ball in stride with nobody between him and the end.
Oh, man, that was close. But it comes up incomplete, stops the clock with 9:23 to go, brings up a 2nd and 10.
It was a perfectly thrown ball. I mean, you got to give Nathan Vale a lot of credit for the throw he just made. But unfortunately, back to the drawing board.
So 2nd and 10, the ball stays at the 17-yard line. Clock stops with 9:23 left. It's still just 16-7. The Hearts are right in this thing. And golly, I mean, this is the season game. You've got to win out to have a shot at the playoffs. Vaughn in motion. They give it off to Howell. Logan Howell going to the far side. He has the first down, I think, very near the 30-yard line. Should be enough for a first down. Is that right? Was it Michael? The PA here says Levi Michael carried the football.
No, that was Logan Howell, I do believe.
Is Logan out? Yeah, there's Logan. Yeah, it was Hal. From the 17, the ball is advanced to the 28-yard line, 7-yard line, 20. You can see the sideline official, 27-yard line, gain of 10, and it's a first down. Vale going up under center here on 1st and 10, and he keeps, and he gets it to about the 30-yard line, and there's 8:50 to go.
Not a whole lot there for Vale on that one.
Now, the thing is, the Hearts have to score twice. Even if they get a touchdown, 2-point conversion, you're still going to be down 16-15. So you're going to have to score twice. A little trouble by one of the linemen. Now he's back up, checking his shoes. From the 27 to the 30, a 3-yard gain for Vale, and it's 2nd and 7. Hearts trail 16-7 with 8:18 left in this contest. Next week, we're back home to Mount Zion on Real Men Wear Pink Night at EHS. Vale up under center, gives it up the middle, and there's nothing. There is nothing there.
That was Levi Michael.
That was Levi Michael. And a loss to the 29. So it's 3rd and 8. So 3rd and 8 is that play loses a yard back to the 29-yard line. Hearts just down 9 points. Boy, the rain has stopped. You wonder whether the Hearts are going to cut one loose here in a minute. Got a man out here, split to the near side, looking to throw. That's probably Blumker, and he overthrew him, and it's incomplete.
Yep, Blumker had to leave his feet just to get a hand on that one, and now you're really behind the 8 ball here, 4th and 8, inside your 30.
Blumker's been the go-to guy on that play lately. Again, the Hearts don't have all their receivers available tonight, again, because of some lifestyle choices that were rather unfortunate. The Hearts don't have everybody available tonight, so Blumker and Levitt are about the only 2 kids that have caught many passes available tonight. So it's 4th and 8, and the Hearts are going to have to punt. So Zach Miller into punt. 7:30 to go here. Let's see if he can get a good one away. Plenty of time. Nice blocking. And he gets it out across the midfield stripe and into Mattoon territory. But they're still going to have awfully good field position. The ball goes out of bounds at Mattoon's 44-yard line. So from the roughly 30 to the 26, about 27-yard punt. Kicking against the wind. So Mattoon with pretty good field position here, leading 16-7 with 7:23 to go. They're going to mark it at the 45 after all. So 26-yard punt from the 29 to Mattoon's 45. So Hearts have to get a 3-and-out. That's the name of the game here. Just have to have a 3-and-out. Down to 7:23 to go in this one. Pilson up under center. Gives it to the deep back. That's Stevens, and the Hearts are after him. They slow him down, but they can't bring him down until he turns it into a gain close to midfield. Boy, 2 guys were reaching and grabbing, but they didn't bring him down till midfield. So from the 45 to the 50, a gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5 at midfield.
First contact was at the line of scrimmage, but he made a couple guys miss, and next thing you know, it's a nice little gain.
So right to midfield, the clock continues to roll, 6:50 left. Again, the Hearts have to score twice. Even if they convert and get a 2-point, even if they get a touchdown 2-point conversion, they'd still be a point shy. Pilson under center, there's the snap. They give it up the gut, and that is Hirsch, and Mitch Hirsch gets it to close to the Effingham 45-yard line. And Dirk Levitt over here on the stop for the Hearts to the 46 of Effingham, so a 4-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 1. Boy, this would be huge. They do the hurry-up offense. Pilson just drives it forward inside the 45, and there's the first down for Mattoon. They've only used that hurry-up offense a couple of times. One was when they scored the touchdown. That is very effective because they get the first down.
Yeah, it's worked out pretty well for them both times, and can't argue with what's working for them.
Gain of 2 for Pilson to Effingham's 44. New set of downs and 6:05 left. Mattoon in front here, 16-7. Pilson up under center on 1st and 10. Man in motion from the near side. Crosses over to the far side. They're going to give it up the gut. That was just for show. Stevens drives to the 40 and inside the 40. A lot of people reaching and grabbing, and Finally, Travis Durbin and Tyler Johnson come up on the stop to the 39, gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that kind of becomes your game plan here, is to maybe cause a fumble, because the Green Wave are moving the ball down the field, then you're just running out of time. If you allow them to even run a lot more time off the clock, you're just not going to have time for 2 scores, let alone if they get in the end zone. It's pretty much over.
Pilsen up under center at the Effingham 39, man in motion. They are going to give it up to the up back, and it is a gain for Hirsch to about the 38-yard line. They're just killing time right now, gang. From the 39 to the 38, a gain of 1. Peyton Bushu, another stop. He's had a good game tonight for the Hearts. Peyton Bushu and Tyler Johnson, we've talked about them a lot as far as tackles tonight for the Hearts. To the 38, gain of 1, 3rd and about 4, and the clock's down to 4:44 to go. Pilsen goes back to the shotgun now on 3rd and 4, with Hurst lined up alongside. Takes his time, obviously. Play clock's down to 3, and Pilsen's going to run it himself. And he's got a head of steam up, and he's to the 30, and he's going to reverse field, and he's loose, and he finally got taken by Dylan Wolf, but it's plenty enough for a first down.
Yeah, just not real great tackling there on that play. A lot of guys got a hand on him, but couldn't wrap him up. And by the time it's all said and done, those chains are moving again, and the clock is quickly approaching.
Football's to the 25-yard line, Dustin. From the 38 to the 25, a gain of 13 yards at exactly when Effingham didn't need that to happen.
Yeah, we're getting close to the 4-minute mark here. They've already run 3.5 minutes off the clock in this drive.
Well, this is just about as pretty as the touchdown drive they had earlier in the ball game. Pitch play, Johnson to Stevens, and he gets loose, and he's still going, and he's inside the 25. They made something out of nothing on that play. Tyler Johnson again with some help from Salcedo on the stop. Stevens gets the ball inside the 25 to the 23, and it's 2nd and 8. And it's down to 3:38 to go. Hearts, if they would make it, would be their 10th straight season in the playoffs, but it all rides on doing something miraculous here in this ball game. If you're 4-5, you aren't going, and this will be the Hearts' 5th loss of the season. There's the snap. Pilsen gives it to the up back, and he is pretty much stuffed. So a nice defensive stop there by the Hearts. Hirsch, I think, is the ball carrier. And Bushu's there again. Trent Barnhart also in there for the Hearts. And one of the Hearts is hurt now. So timeout. No gain on that play, by the way, still at the 23-yard line. I can't see who it is. I think it's Scott Dink, though.
Yeah, number 30.
So another kid added number 30. Scott Dink on the sideline, or on the field still, so time is called while they tend to the injured Hart player. Clock's down to 3:11, and that's the big thing here, Dustin.
Yeah, it was at 7:23 whenever Mattoon took over possession on its own 45-yard line. So the Green Wave have managed to move the ball, convert, I think, 2 or 3 first downs on this possession, and most importantly, burn over 4 minutes off the clock. It's over halfway gone from where it was when they got to the football, and that's exactly what you want to do with if you're Mattoon. I mean, score or not, all that really matters is you don't leave Effingham enough time for 2 scores, and you used the word miraculous earlier, and that's pretty much where we're at this point, unfortunately.
Scott Dink's up on his own feet. That's encouraging. He's going to walk off on his own, and we'll hope for good news for Scott. He's worked hard this year. Finally getting varsity time as a senior, and he's earned every minute of it.
Yeah, that's just the thing for any senior, for anybody, but especially seniors, that you don't want to see a season come to a close because of an injury. So hopefully he'll be able to shake that off and get back out there, whether it's tonight or, next week.
Clock's down to 3:14 to go. Ball at Effingham's 23-yard line. Mattoon in front, 16-7. They've just done a great job of killing clock here. Pilsen up under center on 3rd and 8. There's the pitch play to Stevens. Good block, and he's got the first down and then some. There's a flag, though. Now there's another flag as Stevens hits the deck at about 10.
It will come back because not the block that sprung him, but then the one after it was definitely in an Effingham defender's back, so they're going to bring this back. It's I'm pretty sure of that.
Hirsch's block was nice. That's what really sprung.
Yeah, that was the thing. The block that was illegal, they didn't even really need.
No. And
apparently two different calls were made. So
the block in the back was accepted. They turned down the hold. So because I think that was the first one,
right?
And that's the one that'll move it back farther. So the ball's moved back to Effingham's 35-yard line on that 10-yard walk-off. So it was at the 23. It's back to the 35. So a loss of 2 and then 10 yards. And it's 3rd and 20 now for Mattoon, but the bottom line is the clock's still ticking away, and it's down to 2:55 to go. Pilson under center. There's the snap. Pitch to Stevens. It's not been anything too fancy, and he gets taken down shy of the 30-yard line as Stevens is tackled by Levi Michael, among others. And now the Hearts are going to burn a time with 2:38 to go.
Yeah, they just have to. They've got to get that clock stopped and hope that they can get the stop here on this 4th down play, and then start making something magic happen.
Stevens a 5-yard gain, by the way, from the 35 to the 30. That'll make it 4th and 15, and the clock stops with 2:38 to go, and we might as well keep it here now.
Well, so let me take this opportunity to talk about Jacob Stevens, because he's had a heck of a second half. He was at 4 carries for 29 yards at the break, and he's now up to 17 carries for 147. So doing a little quick math, that's 118 yards on 12 carries in the second half.
Wow.
Big reason why the Green Wave are in position to salt away a victory right here and solidify their chances at making a playoff berth for the first time since Troy Johnson took over.
Such a frustrating game. Hearts took a 7-0 lead. It was a beautiful drive, and just haven't been able to keep Mattoon from dominating things since then. He decides to punt. Again, he faked the pass, punts it instead, and they stop it at the 1-yard line. So this is the 3rd time in the game that the Hearts have started a drive inside their 5-yard line. But again, I will say, they have the football, and that's the name of the game. It was a touchback. All right, I thought I saw the indication from one official that the ball had gone into the end zone. I think the problem was the young man was standing in the end zone when he touched the football, and that made it a touchback. So
right, you can't have any part of your body inside over that line whenever you touch it, or on the ground over that line when you touch it. So Effingham will get it at its own 20.
So forget what I said about lousy field position.
Although it was still a good punt. I mean,
it was a very good punt. Boy, he executes well. So 1st and 10 at the 20. There's 2:29 to go. You heard a hurry-up offense? Well, meet it right here, gang. Vale from the shotgun. Gonna throw. Looking up the middle. Instead comes back to the side. Caught by Caden Vaughn to the 25. And he gets it out about to the 27-yard line. So from the 20, a pretty good gain on 1st down. On a pass out in the flats from Nathan Vale to Caden Vaughn. And the clock's at 2:10. And the Hearts have to score twice, gang. Have to score twice. To the 27, a gain of 7. It is 2nd and 3. Vale's going to stay in the shotgun. Good snap. Rolling to the far side. Got a man out there. It is caught out there, and he turns it in. He's got the 1st down and then some. Get out of bounds, young man. Is it Drew Levitt makes the catch? Drew Levitt makes the catch from the 27. He advances it to the 40, a gain of 41. That's a gain of 14 yards and a 1st down. Minute 54, but he got out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Again, the Hearts have to score twice here, trailing 16-7. Vale from his 41-yard line now with a minute 54 remaining. Vaughn comes out here to the near side. Another receiver headed downfield. Vale has to run. Everybody's covered up. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. Now he tucks it in to the 45 to the 47, and a good gain, but it took a lot of time, and we're down to a minute 40 now. So Vail decided to tuck it in, ran with the football, and advances the football to the 48-yard line from the 41 to the 48, a gain of 7, and that brings up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, everything well covered in that Mattoon secondary, and they'll trade off those 7-yard gains all night long till the game's over.
Vail again from the shotgun, coming to the near side. Pass is caught by Drew Levitt, and he wisely gets out of bounds. He's into Mattoon territory inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. So from Effingham's 48 to the Mattoon 43, a gain of 9, and that's a first down. And he went out of bounds, so it's a minute 16 to go, but the out of bounds stops the clock. Again, the Hearts have to score twice to win this football game.
So if they can get in the end zone here, an onside kick is almost surely the way they'll have to go about things, but still got a lot of field to cover before we even talk about that.
I'm hoping for that opportunity. Vail from the shotgun again. 1st and 10 at Mattoon's 43-yard line. Nathan, they're after him. He gets away, taking his time. There's the pass that is caught and then dropped. Caught and dropped. What a heck of an effort, though. The intended receiver down there was Zach Miller, and he went up way high and then got hit and couldn't hang on. Pass falls incomplete.
That was going to be a short gain in the middle of the field, though. Maybe it's almost better that he did drop it because it stops the clock.
There you go. Minute 8 to go. 2nd and 10. Again, Effingham with the ball at Mattoon's 43-yard line. They trail at 16-7. Minute 8 to go in this football game. Vail, a lot of receivers. He's in the shotgun. Miller in motion to the far side. Got Levitt down here to the near side. And there's a whistle and timeout, Mattoon. So the Green Wave call time with a minute 8 to go. And they'll talk over their defense here real quickly. Kenna, let's take a 30-second break. Minute 8 to go. It's Mattoon 16, Effingham 7. You're on 97.9 XFM.
For over 75 years, Gector Brothers has been Effingham's source for the exciting lineup of quality vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's 75 years of making friends and servicing our loyal customers. And we look forward to the next 75 years of being Effingham's source for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Back at Mattoon's Gaines Field. Minute 8 to go. It's Mattoon 16, Effingham 7. Hearts with a football at Mattoon's 43-yard line. But again, just a minute 8 to go. Again, if they score, get a 2-point conversion, that would still just make it 16-15. So they've got to get a score and convert
and the ball back.
Get the ball back on an onside kick in a minute 8. Well, I've seen some pretty strange things happen in football. Vail from the shotgun here. And Howell in motion. Here's the throw, and he got hit just as they let it go, and it falls incomplete. And that's a pretty big benefit that that's the worst that happened, because that was close. Sam Mitchell got in and hit Nathan Vail a lick. Nice, clean hit.
Oh, yeah.
But just as he was getting ready to let the football go, he got hit, and the ball came up short. Thankfully, it just fell incomplete.
Well, thankfully, he's up and walking around, too, because he took a shot. And when you see a guy come clean around the edge and hit the quarterback with that much force, you're never sure if he is going to get back up. But Nathan's a tough kid. We've already seen evidence of that throughout the season. That he's a gamer. He's back out there.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with a minute 2 to go, and it's 3rd and 10 now, still at Mattoon's 43-yard line. Howell in motion. Vail rolls out, gonna throw, lets it go. He's got a man there covered up by Mattoon. That's pass interference. The pass is incomplete, but 2 flags went at the same time. Mattoon's going to get called for pass interference here. I'm trying to double check. It must have been Zach Miller. And pass interference is the indication. Miller was all covered up, literally. That's because someone had a hand on him, at least one hand. So, the ball was at the 43, the line of scrimmage, so that should move it up to the 28, and that's 15 yards. And a new set of downs for the Hearts, and 55 seconds to go. But the Hearts get the ball at the 28 of Mattoon on the 15-yard walk-off. Actually just shy of the 27 if you're a perfectionist. Vail stays in the shotgun. Vaughn comes to the near side. Vail looking to throw. Steps up. There's the pass across the middle, and he's Falls incomplete. I thought I saw plenty of contact there again.
Yeah,
but apparently an uncatchable ball. Miller was the man in the middle of the field and looked like Mattoon had a hand or two on him.
It's hard to get in the neighborhood to catch the ball when you got a guy pushing you in the other direction. But, you know,
it looked pretty obvious to me, but I know who I'm rooting for. But well, anyway, pass falls incomplete. Now 49 seconds to go, and it's 2nd and 10.
They'll just have to continue to do the same thing, though. They got to go for the big play that gets them in the end zone right here. You don't have time to break off any more chunks of yardage.
So just shy of the 27-yard line. Vale in the shotgun. Vaughn in motion, going to the far side. Vale, some time to throw this time. Steps up. There's a throw across the middle and is almost intercepted. It falls incomplete. Wow. That was close, gang. Logan Howell was the intended receiver in the middle of the field. Mattoon just about picked that one. Clock stops on the incompletion with 42 seconds left. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, man. 3rd and 10. We're down to 42 seconds left. Mattoon leads at 16-7, and the Hearts have to win to have a hope of making the playoffs. That's the bottom line. They lose, they're 2-5, and you aren't going to the playoffs if you're 4-5, even if you win your last two. So that's what's come down to, folks. Miller in motion, low snap. Vale picks it up. Got time to throw. He got hammered as he let it go. It comes incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down, stops the clock with 35.6 seconds left. Boy, they had a man shoot the gap right up the middle that time and hammered him.
Yeah, we talked earlier about those snaps. If they're not, perfect, if it's not a clean transfer, that just usually throws the entire timing of the playoff. And you saw it there again. By the time Vale corrals that ball and can even look upfield, he's got the Green Wave defenders breathing down his neck.
All right, it's 4th down, so here it goes, gang. 4th and 10. Hearts still with the ball at Mattoon's 27.5-yard line. Nathan Vale stepping back in there at the shotgun. Miller on the move. Vale looking to throw against his momentum, and it is caught somehow by Caden Vaughn, although it's short of a 1st down. Caden Vaughn came back. Vale had to kind of two-hand push that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what happened there or why that was necessary, but yeah, it was kind of funky.
But it was caught by Vaughn at the 29, so it's a pass completion for a 2-yard loss. And that will give it back to Mattoon with 30 seconds to go in this ball game. So that's the deal. Mattoon is going to have a little time here to finish it out. Pilson takes the snap, takes the knee, and that will run it out. Yep, 20 seconds to go. So that's it. That's the last play of the game. Mattoon is going to win this game officially in 14 seconds. But Mattoon, after being down 7-0 to the Hearts, scored the next 16 points and held on. And there's the final. Mattoon wins on homecoming here at Gaines Field. Your final score, Mattoon 16, Effingham 7. So the Hearts fall to 2-5, and that ends their hopes at the playoffs after 9 straight years of going to the playoffs. And Mattoon now 4-3, and they're definitely in the hunt for a playoff spot. On the way here in a minute, the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota post-game show. We have a lot to talk about. Dustin stats should be very interesting. I'll give you the scoring. Kenna has the scores. And we'll talk with Coach Mack if he can find his way up here and more. So stay with us here on the Dan Heck post-game show in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
For over 75 years, Gector Brothers has been Effingham's source for the exciting lineup of quality vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's 75 years of making friends and servicing our loyal customers. And we look forward to the next 75 years of being Effingham's source for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Back here on the post-game show. Appreciate him coming up. It's you need a map to get up here, so.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Appreciate you joining us, Coach.
A little bit better cardiovascular, too, maybe.
Yes. Gosh, another game that we had opportunity to win, and Mattoon did an awfully good job of controlling the tempo, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, they did. And the drive they put together right before halftime was a pretty good drive by them with no timeouts. But I was happy with the fact that we kept them out of the end zone. already thought maybe we'd get another block on the field goal, but that didn't happen. But we laid a big goose egg coming out with the opening drive in the second half, and missed block here, a penalty there, and we have to get the ball up. If I'm not mistaken, did they score on that first drive, their first drive in the second half? So that was a big turnaround. We're down by 2, and then all of a sudden we're down by 9. And then we still put a couple of drives together. The biggest play was their special teams. They put us in a hole numerous times. We started one on the 3, another one on the 4 or 5, and another one probably inside the 15. And we just don't have that breakaway threat we've had in the past years with when Grant was with us, and I thought there was a couple of times where we were one guy away and just didn't quite break a tackle or make a move, and then we about had Caden on a streak, and so we had a couple of opportunities, and we just didn't quite finish those plays and take advantage of those.
Gave the ball up one time when we were knocking on the door, too.
Well, if I would have gone into the night and said, we're only going to have one turnover, I'd be pretty happy.
That's true.
And unfortunately, we're struggling. Caden just running his heart out,
right,
and going for extra yardage, and talking to coaches, we thought maybe there's a hand in a face mask there, or maybe that they had stopped his momentum and knocked him back, but we didn't get the call, and they recovered the ball, and it was just unfortunate position, where we're down there pretty close to scoring and put a pretty good drive together, and that's just the way this game goes sometimes. It just tears your heart out sometimes, and couldn't happen to a harder working kid. Caden works, he shows up every day, puts his hard hat on and works, and he's done a lot of nice things so far this year.
Yeah.
And for that to happen to him, I know he's feeling pretty bad about that, but there was a lot of other opportunities to make out there that we just didn't quite capitalize on.
You don't know this because we didn't get a talk last night, but I was out there for most of the freshman game, and I walked in with Caden.
Did you?
And told him what a great job he'd done this year, because I've known Caden since he was a little guy. Mm-hmm. And, you know kids, and I know that's a great thing for you as a coach, that you get to know these kids. They're not just numbers.
Well, and a lot of these kids, especially these seniors, I've been in the weight room with them for 4 years, and we've been sweating it out on the practice fields, in the summertime, and they all have different, distinct personalities, and Caden's one that he puts on his facade of invincibility, and as many seniors do, but then when they make a mistake that puts your team in a bad situation, they feel bad, and I know he feels terrible about that, but I wouldn't ask him to do anything else but try to hold on to the ball a little bit harder, because I'm not going to tell him to stop going for extra yardage and try to stop spinning, because he's made some great plays this year where he's done that and broken away and scored. So I told the kids, I said, we had a great effort tonight, and Mattoon's a pretty good team. Unfortunately, we just didn't get enough done offensively, and defensively gave up just a little bit too much, and it's one of those things, a tight ball game, and I thought we did ourselves proud tonight, and I thought we played with discipline, and I thought we played with composure, but I thought we got after it, and I told the kids it was going to be a good hitting ball game, and this is a rivalry that's not really a rivalry, but it's going to turn into one because of the proximity of where we are, and we're not familiar with the Mattoon kids because we stopped playing them in football. I know we play them in other sports and so forth, but football's a little bit different animal as far as that's concerned. But, we're going to start learning a little bit more about each other down the road, and hopefully this will add fuel and fire when we come to our place next year.
Well, you and I are both pretty good at math. You lots better than me. And that's 5 losses. And we know that spells the end of the hopes of the playoffs, and it's the first time in 10 years we've had to say that.
Yeah, I would never admit it to all the kids. Especially we were talking, a few weeks ago when the Chicago strike was going on. You're saying, not those kids, not those teams that strike goes on for a while. You never know. There might be some 4 or 5 teams that get into the playoffs, but it only lasted a week or so. But yeah, I haven't thought about that, and I'm not going to. What we've done, it's one of those things you reflect on, and I'm sure the kids are thinking about it a little bit, but I just told him, I says, we want to come back next week. Next week's pink out. It's home. That's the unfortunate thing about this year. We've been working so hard, and we've had 2 home games. Here we are. It's going to be week 8, and we played at home twice. And, nothing we can do anything about the scheduling the way it is, but it's just, it's like about time. But it's like when you finally get some home games, you want to do something with them. But unfortunately, we had a couple of games early that we were close but didn't get taken care of. This one and Centralia and Paxton. And, there's always going to be, when you don't make the playoffs, you look back at what could have been. And those are, a couple 3 ball games where I'm sure we'll look back at. And, if we had made a play here or there, that would have made a difference.
Well, I tell you think about next week, and if anybody remembers last year's game with Mount Zion and what a sensational night that was, just the whole atmosphere, and then for it to be as a tremendous a ball game as it was, that'd be nice to replicate next Friday night.
Yeah, it would be. And I think the thing that we want to take away is, the feeling we had after that game, but obviously, when we met them again in the playoffs, they out-physicaled us. And that's something that's eating away at me throughout the whole offseason, because they weren't 28-0 better than us last year, but they beat us their place 28-0 in the playoffs. And so, that's going to be our goal this week is to play physical, get that physicality back in our game. And, maybe we'll get to play and practice a little bit this week where it's not raining on us the whole time. And, but, we're kind of both in the situation. Mattoon was Mount Zion was 1-5 going into the night. So both of us are in situations where I think we're better ball clubs than maybe what we've shown on record. They've played a really tough schedule also with, I think, Highland. And I don't know if they play Jerseyville or not, but there's a couple of good teams on their schedule. I know Muhammad, whom we'll see in a couple of weeks. But, I think we're a couple of good ball clubs that just don't have a lot of wins to show for it. And it may just come out next week and be just a tremendous ball game. Hope it is.
So everybody get your pink on, come out and root for these kids.
There we go.
Friday night.
There we go. And I know a lot of these kids, I don't know if they're still selling them, but we have a lot of kids that are in Coach Schwarman's graphic arts class that they've been out beating the bushes and selling T-shirts and so forth. So it should be a good night.
Big night. Mike, thanks for the visit.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll see you next week. Arts coach Mike McDonald. Again, final score here tonight at Mattoon 16, Effingham 7.